Yo, what's up guys, it's Finerx here. Today we're going to be going over the best keybinds for mouse and keyboard. Now keep in mind, these keybinds aren't for everyone, so feel free to change the keybinds anytime you would like. Let's hop into it. So moving on to the movement settings, I use WASD movement. And if you don't already, make sure you have toggle sprint on. So that means whenever you click the W button, you're already sprinting. And I also use spacebar to jump. But for my sprint bind, I use the number 2 because it's right above the W key. And my crouch/slide button is control, because all I gotta do is move my pinky down from shift. So moving on to the combat binds, these are all pretty simple, but I use left mouse button to fire and right mouse button to aim in. And to reload, I use the letter R because it's right next to E and W. And for my harvesting tool, it's T because it's really easy to click with my pointer finger. My first weapon slot is middle mouse button, and that's usually where my AR is. My second weapon slot is mouse wheel down, so I just scroll my wheel down, and I usually put my shotgun there. My third weapon slot is caps lock, usually put like an SMG or like maybe a sniper. And my fourth and fifth slot usually hold heals, so it's X for the fourth slot and C for the fifth slot. Now moving on to my building keybinds. My wall keybind is Q because all I gotta do is move my finger up from A to Q. My floor and stair are pretty simple. They're both on the side buttons of my mouse, but the floor is on the top side button and the ramp is on the bottom side button. And this is an example of why you should have your mouse buttons as floor and stair. If I want to do 90s, all I have to do is click the 2 side buttons and Q. And then I'm already doing 90s, and it's that easy. And for cones, I use left shift. And for traps, I use V. To repair a building, I use H. To rotate, I use right mouse button. And to change the material, I use 3. For when I'm editing my builds, I use F because it's pretty easy to click. And to reset it, I use scroll wheel up. For example, this is why you should use scroll wheel while you're playing. Look how easy it is to reset the build. Instead of pressing one key and then clicking all the boxes, all I have to do is scroll up and it automatically resets, and I can just edit it again. To ping something, I use G. It's not really important, you can pick whatever you want on that one. And that's basically it, because all these vehicle keybinds are not really that important. Just make them fit to what you're comfortable with. For my sensitivity, I use 24.5 on X and Y sensitivity, and my targeting and scope sensitivity is 35.5. And for my building and editing sensitivity is set to 100%. And all these sensitivities are on 800 DPI. Now moving on to some maps you can try out if you want to test out these keybinds. The first map is Raiders Mechanics Training Map. In this map, there is an aim training where one of the options is aim duels, where you can test if you like the sensitivity. Another option you can do is the shotgun dodge, where you can practice your movement keys while crouching and moving around. And one other mode you can do is the reaction flick mode, where you can practice reaction time and getting used to the sensitivity when moving to each target. This map also has peak practice and free building for getting in the rhythm with your building keybinds. And if you want to practice your building keybinds with tunneling, you can do that in this map with targets to shoot or no targets to shoot, and 8 different tunnel options. Or if you wanted to practice piece control, you can do that in this map, and you can select the difficulty. And for some more mechanics practice, there is this edit training part of the map where you can select what edits you want to work on, and it will put you in a random spot, and you have to edit the build as quick as possible. The second and third map are pretty similar. The second map is a 1v1 box fight. It is important to do 1v1s when you're getting used to your keybinds because you get practice versus actual opponents and different play styles, because then you will be prepared in actual games. And the last map is a 1v1 piece control. In this map, you are stuck in a small box with not much room versus your opponents. In this map, you can practice your editing and resetting quickly while practicing your aim up close. If you guys did enjoy any part of this video and it helped you out, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I would really appreciate it if you did, because I put a lot of time into these videos. And we are about 400 subs away from a supporter creator code. And without further ado, it's been Finerx, and have a good day. I can't trust little shawty, she a runner. Cut this Cartier like a stunner.